Hello friends, myself Dr. Nidhi Darbari on My Education Treasure, and today I am going to explain about the Smriti literature. Smriti literature. Smriti literally means that which is remembered or which is based upon memory, and it is the entire body of the post-Vedic classical Sanskrit literature. In other words, which is produced out of human intellect or from perishable source. These are texts written or composed by rishis and handed down by tradition. So, in contrast to Shruti, which is authorless, that is divine origin, Smriti work is derivative work produced out of intellect that is usually attributed to an author. Smriti texts are written on the basis of or inspired by Shruti but given less importance or supremacy than Shruti. Smriti are divided into main categories Vedang, Shaddarshan, Puran, Itihas, Upveda, Tantra, Agam, Upang and Sutras. Vedang. In contrast to Vedic literature proper, which is considered Shruti or divine revelation, the Vedanga are called Smriti literature, that is handed down by tradition because they are of human origin. To pronounce and understand correctly the word contained in the Vedas, help books named as Vedang or Ang or limb of Veda were needed. There are six Vedang limbs of Veda, that is, six auxiliary disciplines associated with the study and understanding of the Vedas. They are Shiksha, science of phonetics, orthography deals with pronunciation which covers phonetics or sound, Chand, matrix which covers matrix, Vyakaran, grammar which covers grammar, Nirukt, etymology which covers etymology or origin of words, Jyotish, astronomy which covers astrology, Kalp, practice which covers rituals. Vedas compiled during Sutra period is called Sutra literature. Vedanga are written in the form of Sutra, that is condensed prose style intended for memorization. The Sutra literature, though not forming a part of Vedic literature, help us in the study of Vedic literature. Sutra literature. Sutra literally means thread. Sutra are basically basic rules or laws. As time passed, many new social customs were developed and these were collected in new books. This new type of literature came to be known as Sutra. It is believed that the period of Sutra can be traced from 6th to 7th century BC to about 2nd century BC. One of the characteristics was that they were written by using the fewest possible words. Of all the sutras text, only Kalpa Sutra have come down to us and again divided into three classes. Srota Sutra deals with the rituals of the great sacrifices of Agni, Soma and animal. Subha Sutra. The Subha Sutra is the oldest book on the Indian military containing instructions for the measurement and construction of the complex Vedic altars. It deals with religious and sacrifice matters. Graha Sutra deals with domestic ceremonies and sacrifices to be performed by the household, as it deals with various duties that a family man has to perform. Dharma Sutra deals with the laws, manner, and custom of people in general. It constitutes the foundation of the Dharma Sutra. It deals with society rather than family. Some of the major sutras are Yoga Sutra, Sutra of the Yogas, Nyaya Sutra, Sutra of Justice, Brahma Sutra, Sutra of Brahma, Karma Sutra, Sutra of Sensual Desires, Vyakaran Sutra, Sutra of Grammar, Jyotish Sutra, Sutra of Astrology and Astronomy, Solar Sutra, Sutra of Geometry. Epics, Itihas. Itihas is a collection of epics. Major Itihas include Ramayana, Mahabharata, Yoga Vasishtha, Harivansa. Ramayana, created by Maharshi Valmiki, consists of 24,000 verses in 7 books, Kand, and 500 sargas, and tells the story of Ram. Verses in the Ramayana are written in 32 syllable meter called Anustubh and ranges in 50,000 lines in total. Valmiki is also regarded as India's first poet. Father Kamil Bulke, author of Ram Katha, has identified over 300 variants of Ramayana. It inspired Tulsi Krit Ramayana, Ramcharitmanas in 1576 by Tulsidas. Mahabharat. The Mahabharat is attributed to Maharshi Vyas, and the tale known as Bharat is a shorter version of 24,000 verses, while the Mahabharat contains 1 lakh verses and 1.8 million words, which makes it 10 times longer than Iliad and Odyssey combined and 4 times of Ramayana. Puran. Puran literally means ancient or old. Main characteristics of Puran are traditions and rituals. Puran mainly deals with trigun qualities: sattva, truthfulness; rajas, passion; and tamas, darkness or ignorance. They are late description of ancient legends and consist of history of the universe from creation to destruction, genealogies of kings, heroes, sages and demigods, and description of Hindu cosmology, philosophy and geography. They are colored with superstitions and also represent a corrupt form of Hindu philosophy. There are 18 major Purans. Purans are divided into 4 categories: Mahapuran, Main Puran; Up-Puran, Secondary Puran; Sthal Puran, Puran related to specific places; Kul Puran, Puran related to dynasty. Some of the major Purans are Srimad Bhagavad Puran, Vishnu Puran, Devi Bhagavad Puran, Bhavishya Puran, Matsya Puran, Karma Puran and Brahma Puran. If you found the video to be informative and interesting, I request you all to please give a like to the video to motivate me, share it for others and subscribe it so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get a notification. Darshan. Darshan means viewing or seeing. Similarly, there are 6 schools of Indian philosophy known as Shad Darshan. These are written in Sutra, aphorism style, which are short, to the point and without doubts. They all propagate the virtues of life. The Nyaya Darshan was written by Gautama, Vaisheshik Darshan was written by Kanad, Purvamimamsa Darshan was written by Jaiminiya, Sankhya was written by Kapil, Yoga was written by Patanjali, and Uttar Mimamsa Darshan was written by Bhadranarayan. The Vedic texts have been nourished, simplified and continued from one generation to the next through the Shruti Parampara by the great saints, scholars and sages. To name a few: Sri Shankaracharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Madhavacharya and Ramanuja. The Vedas are the treasure houses of knowledge, not merely spiritual but scientific, cultural and material. Upveda. Upveda means applied knowledge and are traditional literature which contain the subject of certain technical works. In addition to the Vedas, there are 4 subsidiary Vedas. Both the Vedanga and the Darshan claim to have derived inspiration from the Vedas. They explain the Vedic philosophy, still, they are not included in the umbrella of core Vedic literature. They are as follows. Ayurveda deals in medicine and associated with the Rig Veda also do not form part of the Vedic literature, though they enjoy great sanctity. Dharurveda deals in archery and art of warfare and associated with Yajurveda. Gandharv Veda deals with music and dance and associated with Samveda. Shilpa Veda Shastra deals with art and architecture and associated with Atharva Veda. Dharma Shastra mainly deals with the duties of attributed person. Most of the Dharma Shastra are derived from Vedas. Dharma Shastra can be divided into three major categories: Achar, Vyavhar, and Praishchit. There are hundreds of Dharma Shastra written down the ages. Some of the Dharma Shastra are Dharma Shastra of Apastam, Dharma Shastra of Gautam, Dharma Shastra of Bodhyan, Manu Smriti, Yagnavalakya Smriti, and Narad Smriti. Thank you very much for patiently watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe.